Okay, everybody, welcome back to the farm today. Today we're going to be reviewing our new tractor that we bought, the TYM T 574 HST. So I'm going to tell you what I like about it, how I feel about it so far, the specs, the rundown, and why I purchased this tractor. So let's get after it. Alright, so as I mentioned, this is a TYM T 574 HST. HST standing for hydrostatic transmission. It is a 55 horse tractor. That's engine horsepower. It has right around 44-45 PTO horsepower. It has a turbocharged Coot J engine in it. And I was a little nervous about that when I didn't recognize the name. And I started doing some research, and Coot J is actually a Cummins platform, so it should be pretty reliable. Everybody says it's pretty reliable. It is a very nice tractor, very well thought out. Has the luxury cab with heat air. It has a Bluetooth AM/FM radio in it, and all kinds of comfort features in there. It has the R4 industrial tires, which I really like. They're less likely to tear up soft ground and rut it up. I did buy a grapple with it when I bought it. It's a 5-foot, it says AgriSource on the paperwork. I haven't found any markings on the grapple itself. I haven't been able to find anything on the internet that specifies exactly what it is, but it is a very, very stout grapple. Obviously, I've got the third function on the loader here to run the grapple. Has a mean looking grill. It has regular incandescent light bulbs, but this little stripe around the headlights here is actually LED. It's pretty cool. It has the loader leveler, and I have different marks on mine for different attachments. So I've got the 6-foot bucket that came with it. Obviously, I've got the grapple, and I've got the pallet forks over there, and they're all a different pitch, so they've all got a different level on the bottom. One neat feature is this thing has side marker lights on it right here. Again, these are regular incandescent. I'm going to change these out for LED bulbs, but it casts light off to the side at night so you can see to the side of you. Your fuel filter and your oil filter and all this stuff is really easily to get to right down here where you fill your oil up and check it. There's your loader control valve tucked away down here. I'm actually going to build a guard right along in here. I don't want to be having an issue mowing and then something get flung up in there or a stick get up in there and tear all that stuff up. So I'm going to build a guard. One thing I have done, I took the cab work lights off of it. They just had regular incandescent lights on it that weren't bright. I put an LED light bar on the front, and I put 2 LED lights on the back. They are very bright. Only thing I can say is with the LED bulbs or lights, I knew it was going to be an issue, is it makes the radio staticky, which is okay. I usually listen to Bluetooth music anyway. We've got 2 rear remotes. We've got the extending lower control arms. Quick adjusting side control here, whatever you want to call that. This is pretty cool. This right here raises it up and down, and it raises your 3-point up and down from outside the tractor. I have a quick hitch on it. And I had to buy a PTO shaft extender right there so that it was made up with my implements that I kept, my tiller and my wood chipper. There's your windshield washer fluid tank. It has front and rear wipers. Has mirrors all over it. There's a mirror there. There's a mirror inside, and there's a mirror on the other side. A real comfortable seat. It's a suspension seat. It's not cheaply made. I've sat in it for several hours at a time. It's pretty comfortable. Right here you have your hydrostatic range control. You got a high, medium, and low. And this thing will do anything but from creep to about 18.5 miles an hour. Alright, inside the cab, on this side we have a little storage pocket. Got some gloves in it. We have a cup holder that I put a cell phone mount in. On this side we have 2 more cup holders. Another little storage pocket. We have a USB charging outlet here. And we have a regular 12-volt marine outlet. We have the side windows open on both sides. And the back glass opens as well. Here's the loader control. It has the built-in buttons on the front of it for the grapple. And here on the right side, we have the up and down for the 3-point, draft control for the 3-point, and then our 2 rear remotes. And we have a spot for a 3rd one if we need it. On this side, the 4-wheel drive lever is right here next to our selector switch for our hydrostatic transmission. Down here we have the forward and reverse pedals for the hydrostatic drive. We have the brake pedal here, and it has dual brake pedals, and it has a locking bar right there that locks them together. Parking brake. It does have a tilt steering wheel, so you can tilt it forward and back. Comes with a horn. Has a blinker left and right, and then your headlights right here. That button right there is cruise control, so you can get it up to the speed you want it at. Push that button and it'll hold that speed. You have your regen button for the EPA garbage that the government makes them put on it, and then an info button for the info screen right there to show you different pages on there for different readouts. We have our throttle control lever, key. Right here we have our PTO. This tractor has auto and manual PTO, so you can flip it to manual, hit the PTO button, it comes on. Put it in auto, hit the PTO button, and if you have the 3-point hitch raised up, the PTO won't turn on, and it'll come on as soon as you let it down. That proved to be real handy when I tilled the garden up this fall right after I got the tractor. As I made my passage down my rows, when I came to the end, I could just raise my 3-point up and it would shut the tiller. It wouldn't sit there and spin like it did in the Kubota that we traded in. It does have heat and air. That's just my gate opener. Here's all your blowing vents for your heat and air. And then there's vents all around in the back for your return air. There's the stereo, and it has a USB on it as well, and a headphone jack. And a dome light. It has a dome light too. And then over here on this side panel is your controls for your windshield washers, your wipers, and your front and rear work lights. Alright, we'll turn it on. The glow plug light comes on. It welcomes you to the tractor. Anyway, we have 36.2 hours on it. I have put 35 of those hours on it. And it has a digital fuel gauge. You hit this info button down here, and it tells you your hydraulic temperature and your battery voltage, and when you start driving it'll show the miles per hour you're going. Another cool feature of this tractor is it has auto throttle, so when you push the pedal down to go forward or reverse, it automatically throttles the engine up, so you don't have to have it throttled up all the time. We'll go ahead and start it up. As you can see, it's not real loud with the door open. You close the door, and it's pretty comfortable. I have run it at a high RPM a little bit, and it's not bad. The heat and air blows hard, and you don't have to run it long. It'll run you out of here either way. The radio's pretty loud, sounds pretty good. We'll do the auto throttle real quick. Put my foot down on the pedal. You can hear it idle up. Let my foot off the pedal and it idles back down. Put it on the pedal again, go to reverse, and it throttles up. And you can see it's reading the miles per hour down there in the right hand corner. And then on the other screen, it has it real big.
I had a Kubota L2501 before purchasing this tractor, and one of the main things I use this tractor for is brush hog work, and I use it in the wintertime when I'm cutting trees and moving brush. And with the L2501, I just didn't have the lift capacity to be able to have a grapple and to be able to safely move logs around. So that's why I started looking for a bigger tractor. I started looking at the TYMs after watching some videos on YouTube and doing some research online, and they had good value, they had good reviews, and they had good features. So I contacted a dealership, got a price on one, and they were real helpful and real friendly. They offered me good trade-in on my Kubota L2501. I also went to the Kubota dealership and got a quote on a MX5400, which is a comparable tractor to this one. And to get the same tractor minus the grapple was going to be in the neighborhood of $50,000. Now this tractor here, not including the grapple, I paid right at $36,000 for, which is a big upfront cost. It does sound pretty significant, and it is, especially for a small operation like ours. But the value that this tractor will add, not only in the capabilities of the things that we'll be able to do with it, but also the safety factor of being able to handle the loads that need to be moved for the brush and the logs, outweigh the cost and make it a value-added purchase for our farm. It also allows us to work safely in the summertime when it's hot, and it also allows us to work safely in the wintertime when it's cold, having the climate-controlled cab. It has been a good tractor. I really like it. As you can see in this video, it handles this brush no problem. The grapple works real good. The hydraulics have taken a little bit of time to get used to because they're not as quick as what they were on my Kubota, but I think a lot of that has to do with the size of the tractor, not the tractor itself. As you can see, the view is not obstructed by the framework of the cab or the outside features on the tractor. It is really easy to use and operate. You can see around you very well. I hope this review helps somebody who is in the process of trying to decide if the TYM tractor lineup is the right lineup for them. These tractors are gaining a lot of popularity. We purchased ours around the same time that the Arms Family Homestead got theirs, and Stony Ridge Farmer now has 3 of the TYM tractors, and he has good reviews on them and has nothing but good things to say, as well as Daniel from Arms Family Homestead. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you find this review helpful, and I hope that it helps you in your decision to purchase a tractor. We'll see you in the next one.